マジかよ、ゆかりネットが。ゆかりネット。
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
ちょっと待って。音うっせ。最悪だ。マジかよ、ゆかりネットがなんかバグったんだけど。 これがスタンリー
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
建物
number
会社の従業員
427.
427番として働いていました。
427's
従
job
業員
was simple.
427番
He
は
sat
仕
at his
事を終
desk
えた
in
って
room
感じ。そ
427
れは
and he pushed buttons
427
on
の
the
部屋
keyboard.
で自分の
Orders came to him through a monitor on
早い
his
な。
desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-reaping, Stanley relished every
スタ
moment
ンリ
of
ーは
the
どんな
orders
時で
came
もこの仕事が大好きで
as
した。
though he had been made
この
exactly
仕
for
事
this
を
job.
するために生まれてきたから。
Stanley
そ
was
して
happy.
スタンリーはそしてスタンリーは幸せで
And
し
then
た。
one day, something very
しかし、
peculiar
ある
happened.
奇妙なことが
Something that would
起きました
forever
スタンリー
change
を
Stanley.
永遠に変えてしまう
Something he would never quite forget.
彼は死ぬまでこの出来
He
事
had
を
been
忘
at
れ
his
ないでし
desk
ょ
for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting,
ゲーム
or
の音が
even
うるさ
say
くて俺の声が入ってな
hi.
いんだけど
Never in all his years at the company had this
重大
happened.
重大
This
でしょ
com-
ちょっと待ってごめんすいません許してください何でもしません
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen
Stanleyは長い
solid,
こと身動きが取れ
Stanley
ず
found himself unable to move for the
ずりました
longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
なんか配置の画面おかしいけどまあいいかどうせ人来ねえしよっしゃあー感度たっけちょっと待ってキーボードマウスあわかんねえあーオッケー26と同じぐらいの感度ねこのゲームはあれだよあれなんですよ選択肢がくっそ多くてそれをクリアしていくっていうゲームっすねよしやっていこうなんか E ボタンとかかな
All of his co-workers were gone.
あ、開いた
What
ぞ
could it mean?
あ、
Stanley
閉まったの
decided
か
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
きっとメモもあるかもしれないとなるほどこれなんだ
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
click.
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
めっちゃこいつやべえんだけど感度なんだこうしちゃうあついてるあ消えちゃったマジかやべ感度やべダメだマウスあやばいんだけどどうしようこれ低くすりゃいいのかな倒せやべ低くすればいいんだこんぐらいでいいんじゃないああいいあダメだ結局これ移動が早いのかなやば感度たっけーおなんかあそこ空いてんなあっち行けねえのかな
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it
な
didn't
んか
make a
この
single
触っ
difference,
て回りま
nor
した
did
し
it
かし何
advance
もお
the
かしな部
story in
分はあり
any
ません
way.
どのようにしても物語は展開しないようです進展ね展開じゃない開いてんじゃんここだけジャンプとかはできないのか463コメントはちょっとだけ見てますコメント見てないですね
When Stanley came to a set of two open
2
doors,
つ
he
ある
entered
ドア
the
に来
door
ま
on
し
his
た
left.
彼は左のドアに入りましたまあ右行くわな
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
これは
perfectly
正
well.
しい生き方ではありま
Perhaps
せ
he
ん
wanted
で
to
した
stop by
ス
the
タンリー
employee
は完全に
lounge
そうし
first,
ています
just to
多分
admire
彼は
it.
最初に従業員休憩室早いんだよな ゆかりネットが死んだのは大打撃だな。あそこついてんな。あ、金。
Yes, truly a room worth
本当に素晴
admiring.
らしい部屋。
It had really been
少
worth
し
the
汚れない。
detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it
そ
all
れ
in.
の全てを実家合わせて。なんだ、実況が上手くなりそうだな。このゲームちゃんとやれれば。
Yes, really,
素晴らし
really
い。
worth
本
it
当に
being
本当に
here in
価
the
値のある
room.
ものが部屋にありま
Room
す。
so
たとえ
utterly
君の全ての
captivating
同僚が不
that
思議な
even
ことに
though
いなくな
all
って
your
も、ここで
co-workers
君
have
は一定
mysteriously
つかみを
vanished,
見て座っ
here
て
you
いる
sit
こと
looking
が
at
全く
these
魅力
chairs
的な
and
部屋
some
です。
paintings.
それは本当に
Really
価値があり
worth
ま
it.
す。うん。でも買ったりしない。買えないのか。
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
脅迫観念かな。このゲームは選択肢がたくさん、なんだ、エンドがたくさんあるんですよ。とにかくそれをやるっていうゲームですね。例えばここの部屋に入るかここの部屋に入るかで、向こうに行くかこっちに行くかでエンドが、エピソードが変わっていきます。そういうゲームです。なかなか面白い。
Stanley was so bad at
スタンリ
following
ーは言わ
directions,
れ
it's
た通りにそ
incredible
れ
he
はとても
wasn't
苦手で
fired
した。
years
何
ago.
年も前に解雇されたの、何年も解雇されなかったのが不思議なくらいです。これちゃんとできれば実況うまくなるぞ。これいいな。これいいな。これ毎日1時間とかやってもいいかも。リハビリになりそう。落ちたら死ぬとかっていう、落ちなかったら生きるみたいなね、そういうゲームです。いろいろと変わってくるんです。キーカードがあったりしないかな。なんかそういうね、なかなか面白いんですよね。
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've
い
gotten
や、
off
ス
on
タ
the
ーリー、も
wrong
しかして
foot
私た
here.
ちは出だ
I'm
しを
not your
誤ってし
enemy,
まったの
really,
か
I'm
もしれない。
not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What?
よし、行った。
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
ほら、それを証明してみましょう。早いんだって。陰キャの声出しに向いてるけど、やめようぜ、そういうの。おお、外に出るとかっていうエンドかな。200、違う、2B4 だ。
Now listen carefully, this is
よく聞いてく
important.
ださい。これは重要なこと
Stanley
なんです。
walked
スタンリー
through
は
the
赤い
red door.
扉を通りました。怖え、やべ、どうしようかな。どうしようかな。まあ、葵ちゃんと茜ちゃんで言ったら俺は茜ちゃんが好きだから赤に行こう。
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
そう、私は解決策がある。さあ、お見せしましょう。お、なんかチカチカしたね。こっちもあんじゃん。やべえ。なんだこのゲーム。楽しいんだけど。俺行ったら死ぬな。俺こっち行くわ。あ、無限ループって怖くね。無限ループって怖くね。やったわ。やった。はい、ゲームオーバーです。やっちゃった。何がしたいの？私たちは何を探して。このナレータースコやべえ、なんだこれ。ここだ、そう、あら、本当に綺麗だ。君もそう思っただろう。スタンリーも私は幸せを感じる。本当に幸福な気持ちだ。
I actually feel happy.
はははは。あ、こっち行けんじゃん。行くか。
Wait.
あ、待
Where
っ
are
て、
you
どこへ
going?
行くつもりだ。あ、もってできる。戻れんね。まあ、行くか。行きましょう。イエーイ。
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of
ここで
this.
全部見たものなくなってしまうんだ。まあ、フラグです
Please,
ね。
no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this
あ、
from
やべえ、
me.
これ。あかねえ、死んだわ。死んだわ、これ。崩れて終わりだわ。あ、そういうエンドか。あ、察し。
No! Oh,
え
thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
さあ、戻ろう、お前の部
Can
屋
we
に。
please get back to the other room? No. No,
まあ、
no,
一
what are you
回
doing,
じゃ死ねなか
Stanley?
ったっていう
Please,
話
I'm
かな。
asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room.
戻っ
Can you
たら
do
どうなの
that
か
for
な。
me?
戻ってみっか。自殺は推奨しないよ。
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see
と
what
見せ
I'm
かけ
talking
て
about.
とかってできるかな。閉まってないかな。いけっか。
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and
いや、
over to be
次
rid
こ
of
そ
it?
死ぬな。
You
多
are
分。
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the
次こそ死
situation
ぬから
correctly?
確実的に死ぬでしょ。まだね、始まったばっかだからね、死ねないよね。でもこれどう
I
せ
know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't
こ
you?
っち落ちれない？あ、無理か。これずっとここで見てるの？あ、待って待って待って。階段あったあった。階段なくなったと思った。ダメっぽいっすね。これは死ぬっていうエンドですね。
Perhaps not.
しょうがない。死ななきゃいけないんだ。死ぬしかないじゃない。マジ声借りてきたんだけど、もう辛い。やばいな。陰キャの声出しやべえ。グッバイ。
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
なんか
It
隠
looks
しコ
like
マン
you
ドみたい
wanted
な
to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
終わりだ。確実的な死。
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
でまた最初に戻るんですけど、まあ、こういうねエンドとかが何個もあります。
All of his co-workers were gone.
っていう
What
ゲ
could
ー
it
ム
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
いや面白いな。やっぱ楽しい。
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
また
first,
変わって
just
き
to
たり
admire
す
it.
るんですよ。いろいろと。
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
まあとりあえずもう一回こっち行って。
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
yeah, I
it's
would-
incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your
あれ俺さっ
side.
きどっち
Give
行
me
っ
a
た？赤だよ。
chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
ドアに拒まれたここ。
Perhaps you misunderstood.
なるほどね。
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
ああ、
Stanley
確かに
walked
ちょっと
through the red
いや後ろ
door.
にありますね。
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what
こ
lies
れ
at the
何
end of
回
this
か書い
road
て赤
you've
いったらさ
chosen?
っ
Well,
きと
don't
同
let
じエ
me
ンドじゃな
stop
く
you.
なるのか
You see?
な。わ
There's nothing here.
お、何も
I
あ
haven't
り
even
ません。
finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first
でも
place.
ほら、あそことか
Broken
に
rooms, exposed
あるんですよ。
developer
ほら
textures.
ね。
Is
あ
this
そこ
what
と
you
か。
had wanted? Was
だ
it
から
worth ruining the entire story I'd
あのね、
written out
エン
specifically
ドが
for
何個も
you?
何個もあるって
Do
い
not
うの
think
が
I put a
こ
lot
こで
of
もわ
time
かる
into
んです
that
よ。
because I did. And in the end it was all for nothing because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see?
何が見たいですか？
Vehicles?
車？
Skill trees?
次々？
Work with me. You've given me
君は私
absolutely
に
nothing so
全く何
far.
も情報をくれませ
Tell
ん
you
でした
what.
何が
Let
見
me
たい
take a stab in the dark at a
ど
new
う
design
かしたな
and you can give me some
どうしよ
feedback.
う。当て
There
て
we go.
お
A
お。
third option. This
Oh.
already feels leaps ahead
Ikimasu ka.
of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it. Okay,
Wow.
I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
4番。
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's
さあ
take
見
a
てみま
look.
しょう。はいわお。まあ、もう一回行ってみるか。
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
正直な。
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
完璧です。起動しましょう。
In
あ
this game, the baby
これ
crawls
クロートエンドっ
left
つっ
towards
て
danger. You click the button to move him back to the right.
ミニゲームを
and
2
if
時
he
間やる
reaches
ん
the
ですよ。
fire, you
そうする
fail.
と割
It's a
と
very meaningful game. All
貴
about
重
the
なエンディング
desperation
が
and
見れる
tedium
っ
of
ていう
endlessly
そういうや
confronting
つ
the demands of family
やろう
life.
かな。
I think the art world will really take
暇だ
notice.
し。
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear
あ、
once you've
4
been
時間
playing
だ。
it
そ
for
う、
about
4時
4
間、4時間。
hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
これ4時間やったらクロートエンドってなるんですよ。ちょっとダメだな。あんまり4時間はやれないかな。
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience.